I'll stop the presses, ladies and gentlemen, because I think I have discovered a brand new thing about the game, and I suspect it's a rewind only thing. So do another one on Naga City. We're going to be, I don't know, so many options. It's going to be some kind of Bloodmage. I'm going to go with Johora. Attack boosters is good. Flame magnet is perfectly good. Go with black markets. Again, this is just really to show off the new thing that I've discovered. I'm not sure how useful it is, but it was exciting to find out it was possible. Okay, this is kind of a standardish Bloodmage setup. Particularly for Gnome, the point is your sanguine fuels your things. Okay, we're going to go with transportation or compression. I don't know, I always sort of like transportation. I don't know if it should actually be super relevant though. You think we're going to put in elite items, maybe quest items. Both are quite decent. One of the things with Bloodmage is potentially if you find the keg of mana, you get like 6% extra. Yeah, we're going to go elite items and translot because there are some very good picks for Bloodmage from that pool. And we're just going to prepare the Masso 9 ledger because, you know, you can get blocked off by monsters quite a lot in Naga City. This is a sub-dungeon item that you can locker. Okay, so go. Okay, very nice to find Soul Orb. Alright, so one of the things I've noticed with Rewind so this is also a very good choice to translock, really. Oh, prediction failing. Look at that. Doesn't realise you won't put it in your inventory because it's full. Interesting. Now, we're going to free up one inventory slot once we get petition from Johora. Ideally, I would be doing something more useful with my mana, but, you know, this is the nature of the beast. So I'm really just doing this to party farm. Petition. Okay, that's the stairs guy. Right, so anyway, one of the things I noticed is that this guy is now standing on some stairs. And if I recall correctly, in the old game, he wasn't standing on the stairs. Now this guy's a pacifist, right? So you can't attack him and brutally murder him and go down the stairs. And you also can't cast a thing like Piss Off or Wait What on him. Even though his stat line, you know, a lot of classes could really easily take that guy. So Johor always works very well for Bloodmage. Going to convert that. I think I picked up something by accident. Whoops. Now, bit of a choice here. We can break off feeling parched early and just deal with the poison, and then start going for good higher level kills using our huge health pool and blood power and something else, or we can use that health to try and sort out some other problems. It is quite tempting. The alternative is we can buy the Fortitude Tonic like we did last run, and then remember with disappointment later on that this has cancelled our ability. Now, I normally really like Armor Wall, but Bloodmage, in my experience, is not a great class for targeting. Okay, so we can't access this sub-dungeon unless we've got some kind of wall breakage, which we do. I didn't want to do that to the vampire. I would rather do that with literally anything else. Okay, slightly weird, I know, but I've got an idea. Again, we're just getting bonus Johor Piety chances from doing this. Okay, Johor obviously works very well with, lots of gold, very nice. Johor obviously works very well with the Bloodmage, because the Bloodmage has low stats, but also has great restore from the bonus to, that would be a nice thing to get maybe. We could farm an unbelievable amount of piety if we had the inventory space for that. Alas, my greed has come back to punish me yet again. So, not bad. Again, just farming some more piety, get some more mana. Okay, I think 2 is a good number though. Okay, mana, fantastic. Okay, obviously, yeah, all very good. So, I've got a lot of the monsters in quite nice positions, hence I'm not wanting to do too many shenanigans right away. So this is all going absolutely swimmingly in terms of finding the things we want in the dungeon. Righty, and the thing with Nagas, they're quite annoying enemies to fight in a lot of ways, but they're also very low health, very vulnerable, and often, okay, this is a great sub-dungeon for Bloodmage, because you get access to all these blood pools. Normally in Naga City that's not so useful. Okay, I'm just thinking. Again, we're leveraging our big bars and the level ups to just continue accelerating. Okay, now in terms of what I want to pick up here, this is a bit of a question for me. Okay. Normally you'd step around that, but as Bloodmage you want to save the blood pool. So the basic concept with Bloodmage, whether you're doing the things we're doing on this run or not, is that you're going to have a load of Gnome Bloodmage specifically. You're going to get your Sanguine to about 1,000,000%, and then every time you step on a blood pool it's going to be better than a health potion normally is. And that more or less summarizes the whole class. You also get high percentage refills from your potions. So very good in Naga City, where you're going to want the options to do that. So I'm just thinking, have we got everything we want so far? Now, I'm really hoping this all works like I think it does, because if so, this will be a brand new thing in the history of desktop dungeons. To my knowledge, obviously, you know, the second it goes in the Discord, there'll be a number of people turning up and being like, oh yeah, I've known about this this has actually worked for, you know, all the years beforehand. So, Masso 9 Ledger teleports every monster in the dungeon. It does not respect Pacifist. You gotta be careful because it does cost 1 gold, but as you can see, we're now on the bottom side, but we've got stairs. And the one thing I've found in my testing is if you talk to the hooded figure downstairs, you do in fact get the same thing. So the stairs disappear then. Okay, right, this is a smorgasbord of magic avoidant bosses, which is exactly what you want for a Bloodmage. But look what we can do. We can go back upstairs. We can level up. We can kill popcorn. Like, this is genuinely, you know, a very exciting exploit to have discovered. And I think it doesn't work in the original desktop dungeons. I think it only works because they've introduced these new stairs here. and the stairs despawn on talking to the hooded figure. But obviously if you can get to the stairs without talking to the hooded figure, suddenly a whole new world of possibilities is opening up in this dungeon. Slight microphone issue there. And I thought Bloodmage would be the obvious thing to show this off with, because they get so much benefit out of the top side. Okay. Right, we're going to do this. Now, as I pointed out on the class feature with Gnome Bloodmage, you get 2 sanguine every time you drink a potion. Now, as I'm sure you'll tell me, getting that 2 sanguine means your blood pools become absolutely insane. I'm still not sure if this whole effect persists past the first set of bosses. I've not tried that out yet, but I can't see any reason why it wouldn't. And it would be perfectly expected for, you know, the exploit to result in some sort of other issue. Again, I think Masso 9 Ledger is such a rare item. It's pretty decent actually, and it's got a lot of use in some of the extended edition mob dungeons. But in the base game there's not a load of scenarios where, you know, everyone's going to be like, oh, Masso 9 Ledger's completely broken, you know, this is we need to stop this before it gets too powerful. Okay, we've still got the top side. Let's go. Let's absolutely go. Alright, Tomothy is another boss that you often like to kill with magic potions here. And again, if we get into any sort of tricky situations, we can always use Masso 9 Ledger even more to give us a route around. Okay, I've explored out that one. So yeah, again, it's hard to explain just how much excitement I've got out of discovering this this whatever it is. Like, it's certainly not a legitimate strategy. But it's much too cute to be an exploit. So as you'll note here, all the monsters in the sub-dungeons have bloodlust except the bosses. So this is a kind of specifically, you know, anti-sanguine, anti-vampire issue. That was sort of done very deliberately. I'm thinking they might get bleaty, so we don't really want to unload everything on Iron Man here. But I kind of want to clear off space in my inventory actually. So I can start doing that. And again, with the strategy, all the normal stuff applies. You can even use the topside altar for things still. So this is like an absolutely unique occasion in the game where you can actually choose which level you want to do Johor on. I'm doing it here because that will reduce the magic resistance of Iron Man. Chaos Avatar, aside from its many other good effects, does actually reduce resistances. Alright, I'm just thinking how many blood pools do we want to use for this. 1 is fine, I'm sure. And yeah, we don't have big attack on the gnome here, so we do need to make sure we are being at least a little parsimonious about our resources. We are going to need to spike through a lot of the dungeon. These guys are bloodless. Okay, I'm just having a little moment of thought. But I think we should have, you know, plenty of occasion to look towards the future with optimism. Right, so one of the things we can do, we can get the cake mana potions, and again, we're going to continue doing this stuff. Got 46% sanguine at the moment. And just go up and take a quick look and see how we're looking as far as extra experience and level ups are going. Okay, I don't want to hit that from this side. To use the mass ledger again, just to let me get to this sub-dungeon. Okay, and you see at this point, each of these blood pools is a 46% restore, which is more than a health potion. We are only on the second wave of the bosses, so we shouldn't get too greedy. But I think there will be more than enough. Vampires, an undead that aren't bloodless. Interesting little tidbit there. So I'm just going to try and get to more level up. Fantastic. Okay. And noticeably we are gnome, so we can keep converting glyphs and continuing to build even more health potions. Even more mana potions, I should say, which gives us even more health potions. Because each of these blood pools is now significantly better than regular health potion. Once again, we're really cruising through this. Okay, I think we probably want to start going on Frank. Again, it's quite nice to just, matter of technique for newer players. If you leave the... Make sure your last hit on a monster that you're regen fighting is the burning, and this will just give you... whatchamacallit, this will reduce their regen by 1 point per tile. So one of the other downsides of Glowing Guardian is that he makes you do it the other way around. Okay. Right, and we can still be using all our resources to potentially clean this stuff up, right? Okay. Going to go with the usual stuff against Gob. And now the choice really here is we can look to stay in Johora, or we can switch out to some other god like Tiki Tuki. I think Tiki is probably a good choice. Yeah. Buy the cake of health to get potions. And as always with Tiki Tuki, get your extra piety for dealing with low level monsters. And you get a ton of gold on this dungeon, so it's quite a funny, quite a good god to use. Okay, we're on the third wave of bosses, so I don't think there's anything major waiting in store. Be nice to have a tiny bit more attack just for this. Oh, we can get even more. This might be the most potions I've ever seen in one run before. And just to make sure of that, here we go. Take these two Vipers. There is my boy Kinnish. And we now have a... If we want to get Specialist while we're here, we probably can. Yeah, I think we should have the fuel to do that. This will seem very hubristic if it doesn't work. But I'm known for nothing if not my hubris. Okay, I'll just use Andor there. Health potion. Oh man, I'm just... This has been such a joy to discover something else new in this game after playing it for such a long time. And especially nice to see some new things that have been introduced by the rewind. That, you know, it doesn't ruin the game. Oop. We've offended Tiki Tuki. Hooray! So this is the brand new exploit on Naga City. As far as I know, this is new in Rewind, and I think I'm the first person to find it. Of course, I'm very excited to see if anyone else has discovered that independently. It's using the Maso 9 ledger to skip the stairs, and this leaves you with the... If you do talk to the hooded figure downstairs, that will delete the stairs, I think. But yeah, this means you can play Naga City and have full access to the top side, all the experience, all the resources, all the blood pools there. It's a very exciting novelty. You can beat the dungeon with a Bloodmage without doing this, obviously, but it's this is a fun one. Right. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.